Howdy folks, it's Diecast Buffet here again. It's time for race 8 out of 36, the Aaron's 49 at Talladega Super Speedway. After an absolutely amazing finish in Texas, we finished 25th and we did everything we needed to do. We profited $100,000, so that's amazing. Our shop edition, we're only 3 races away from getting 10 plus engine power, which is going to really help our cars run better. Team morale is improving, which is great. So the morale is improving on the race team. Our sponsors are only 2 races away before we have to sign new ones. Let's see. Qualify. Oh, okay. So qualify and rank 35th in earnings. So we have to finish, qualify, and rank 35th in earnings. Okay, so that's how we get our bonuses. All right. Well. So our prestige are going up. That's good. Prestige is going up, which means they have to pay me more money. I don't care about the body condition. That is very good news. So let's go look at the stats. Standings. Tony Stewart. As you can see, he already has 3 wins, a pole, and 7 starts. So he's already matched his win total for the last 4 years. In just 7 starts. So imagine that. So he's already got 5 top 5s. Oh my goodness. So Tony Stewart is the absolute championship favorite. I think Junior's picked up a win. And actually, let's go see who else has won this season. So Jarrett Stewart Jr., Johnson, Mayfield. Okay, so the next few tracks we have Talladega, and we have Virginia 500, and Martinsville, and we have Auto Club. So we have some interesting racetracks coming up. And I'm going to just go with, you know what, we're going to try a different paint scheme, I think. We're going to run a different colored car. Let's see. We're going to run, let's see, do we want to run a white car or a black car? Tell you what, let's run a, actually never mind, we're just going to let the first sponsorship thing run out, then we'll change our paint scheme. Okay, our chassis, obviously we're going to go with the best equipment we have, which is that one. Power, I want the engine power, I want everything we got, drafting, I want it all, and let's go to Talladega. Alright folks, so we qualified 40th here at Talladega. I was hoping for a much better qualifying result, even because considering we qualified 30th at Daytona, but here at Talladega we qualified 40th, so that's great, but let's go to produce anyways.
The Nascar Winston Cup Series visits the famous Talladega Super Speedway today for the Aaron's 499. This is Joe Moore and Barney Hall for MRN, and we're live to bring you all the action. Racing doesn't get any more exciting than this, Barney.
Lots of different opinions about this restrictor plate racing. These drivers love the speed. It's what they live for. In fact, some think they should run with no plates at all, so the cars would be more spread out. Speed would be well over 215 miles an hour. But that doesn't seem to bother most of the drivers. It's the fact that they can't break away from each other with the plates on the cars that bother them.
Kurt Busch has had some bad luck the last 2 races.
I believe they've got a good chance to turn their luck around right here. These guys have been working extra hard this week, and I think it just may pay off for them in the end.
Ken Schrader won Rookie of the Year honors in 1985.
You know, it seems like Schrader's been competing in Winston Cup for so long that it's hard to believe he was ever a rookie. He's a class act, and it shows on the racetrack and in the garage area.
The Nikon car just couldn't get up to speed in qualifying this week.
You know, I spoke with the guys from that team in the garage this morning, and they said they tried something a little different in qualifying this week. They learned their lesson, though. Stick with what works. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Stealth bomber is back, folks. And imagine that Dale Jr. is, well, on pole at Talladega, and Tony Stewart is qualified second. So more of the same things, I guess. But yeah.
Well, here's the starting lineup.
Let's hope that we can get a good finish here. We need a good finish.
Winston Cup points leader will be starting from the
Oh boy. Let's get ready. Here we go. Green flag at Talladega Super Speedway. Let's hope that our last minute adjustments will help the car a little bit in speed. Oh, contact with 37. It looks like it's actually going to hurt us more than anything. Wait. No, don't you do it, 37. 19th, I was going to help him, no. So we're up to 37th. Imagine that. Trying to get, again, the goal for today is top 35. That's the goal as always. Top 35. We only have 2 more races with our current sponsors, so I'm hoping that our next set of sponsors will be good, you know, not be like outrageous expectations. Like I've had a one career playthrough where like I was still developing my team and I was getting sponsors that were wanting me to finish 25th and higher in points. Like I can't even get top 35 in a race, and you're wanting me to finish top 25? My goodness. So the one thing I've always seen, like I've seen like other YouTubers do, is they have like those package deals where you actually get to race with the Bush drivers, or you actually well, not the Bush drivers, but you get to race their cars, and it's like you're like a brand new sponsor and all in the sport, which I think is really cool. But I've also seen people, I've heard actually you can race as other Cup drivers that you actually get for their cars. Like they actually retire. Like I've heard something about Terry Labonte, whenever he retires in the game, you might get the opportunity to actually drive his car. So people might think that NASCAR 06 was the first NASCAR game where you could actually drive for other teams. No, apparently this was actually the first one, and it's a little known secret. Like no one really, like you have to get far into career mode for it to happen. But I guess that it was just something no one really talked about or discussed. Oh boy. Get around Johnny Benson, the number 10 Valvoline Pontiac Grand Prix. The one thing I've absolutely loved about this game is it's just a silly season and how everything is realistic, from the manufacturer championship to drivers, retiring and new people replacing them. You get to see up and coming drivers. It's something so cool. And the thing is that no 2 playthroughs are alike. I'm pretty sure we won't below the yellow line there. If anyone asks, Taylor page 4 is just below the line. Not really. But you get to see I've heard stories of some people's playthroughs that they had guys like Jeremy Mayfield, and they just went off and had a top 5 points here, or and they talk about how certain drivers have had they play maybe 15 years in a career mode or season mode or something, and they have X amount of wins, X amount of championships, etc. Different drivers, AI. So they build up their own legacy as they go. And not only did you get to race some of their their cars and stuff depending when they retire, but it's just little things like that make such a cool immersion into a NASCAR game. And that's missing from NASCAR Heat, the new NASCAR series out there. It's just the games don't have the immersion that the Thunder games have, and they're working. It's a smaller team, much smaller team than EA, smaller budget, smaller everything, but they're working towards presentation, and that's what Thunder really brought, was the presentation that really sold their games, that really made the games feel alive, and it was presentation. That's what they need to focus on, and that's what I love about the Thunder games. It's just from on and off the track, it was just so cool. Of course, in current NASCAR games, this whole sponsor issue that you can't have a Ford driver driving a Chevy car or something like that's a really stupid thing, but apparently That's a huge issue. That's why you can't have like a created number. Like let's say there was a starting park driver that was, I don't know, number 81. Well, in career mode, you can't use the 81 because apparently that number is under copyright or some stupid rule. Anyways, it's a bunch of hogwash to be honest, but that's the thing that bothers me about modern Nascar games is there all these restrictions and stuff. It's a video game, guys. You know what I mean? Like if let's get on pit road here. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is absolutely awful. So we are just going to take no tires. And so we got really aggressive on pit road and nearly just destroyed our car, I guess. But let's just hope we can get a good pit stop. But I was saying, it's like, you see in like football games and basketball games, like you see athletes that have like shoe deals and stuff, like they're sponsored by Adidas or Nike or whatever, and you can go in and make that player wear a different brand of shoes. Isn't that not the same thing about with these NASCAR games? That you can take a, you know, that they're complaining that a Ford driver can't drive a Chevrolet, yet a person who is sponsored by Nike, you can make them wear any shoe brand out there. You know, that's the thing. Things like that just don't add up to me. But that's the truth about it. And all the red tape, unfortunately, in NASCAR video games now. Plus, there's like complication with sponsorships. I mean, I've heard some people say that in the future they might be able to add like Toyota drivers going to another Toyota team, but still, it's just like, it's a NASCAR game, guys. Like, the sport is dying so much in terms of viewership that, like, are we still nitpicking over little things like that? It's just stupid. Anyway, back to this race. So we pitted way early, to be honest, way early, and I don't think we're going to have enough fuel to finish this race. We pitted way early. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to draft and save some fuel. Wow. So we're 27th. We're going to need a caution or something to save our hind end because everyone else pitting. If I don't pit, then I don't lose all that track position. I have to pit with someone. I'm just, oh my goodness. This is not good at all because I think we're going to be one lap short on fuel, guys. I don't think this is going to be a good finish at all for the team. At all. I mean, if we can get a caution or anything, then we're good. But so we're running 27th right now, which is very good because it means we're in our sponsor expectations. It means we'll get a lot of money for the race. But that's only because we took no tires. Took absolutely no tires, and we kind of messed up our pit road entry. So, who knows? The leader is just all the way in 1 and 2. We're still in 3 and 4, so the entire field is spaced out. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a caution. The thing is kind of bunched up again. We got a pack of cars behind us that's going to run us down. Oh boy. Getting crazy out here. Hoping we can bring one of these cars down and be able to get a draft and kind of save some fuel because right now we're halfway in fuel. Oh yeah, we're not going to make it on gas. If we pitted at lap 8, or if we were going to pit like at the absolute minimum, lap 7 or 6, and our maximum, like the way we could stay out, we're 8 or 9. It's going to be cutting it close big time because we're already on lap 10. There's going to have to be another stop in this race as far as I'm concerned. There's going to have to be. because everyone else pitted really early. So I don't know if they're like it's supposed to be a 2-stop race or what. So I remember Daytona. Daytona was a 2-stop race. So I'm guessing that's the same thing, which would make sense because I believe that at NASCAR in the early 2000s they actually reduced the fuel tanks. I think for restrictor plate racing. I don't remember. I remember something with the fuel tank. So I'm assuming that's the thing. I'm assuming that's the thing. So we have what, a crap load of Ford and Dodge drivers, or actually just one Dodge. Actually, no, never mind. Ryan Newman's a Dodge driver. So everyone's pitting now. Imagine that. So we're gonna have to pit again. Let's make sure we pit with enough gas left to go for the race. So I think if we pit now, we'll be good. I think because we got to lap 7, so I think we'll be good if we pit now, which I'm going to do it. I'm going to pit and just take no tires once again and see where that gets us. If we can get on pit road a little bit more aggressive, we might be able to gain a little bit more time, but still it's just, you know, we're just splitting hairs at this point and we're just not doing anything because we're running single file, so everyone else is running a very, very fast lap time. I'm going to pit now. And then hopefully we can get on pit road clean but aggressive at the same time. So here we go. Start sailing it down pit road. Ryan Newman, let these guys go. Almost ran me over. There we go. Pushing on pit road. No damage. None of that. Full tank of gas, and that's all we need. So let's kind of do a benchmark and see where Christian Fittipaldi and Ryan Newman come out. Now kind of tell us what the AIs are taking. Are they taking tires? Are they taking no tires? Are they taking, you know, what are they taking? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go. 9.2. 9.2, folks. Oh my goodness. I hope they got this car full of fuel. I really do. Yeah, they did. Okay, good. Alright, so we filled the car up, and we gained time. We got on pit road aggressive, and sure enough, so we got on pit road very aggressive, and we had a very fast pit stop. I mean, it was way faster than expected. We were 9.2, and it was supposed to be, what, 10.3? So a very fast pit stop for the A2 team. We should gain a few spots because we came out way ahead of 43 and the 12 of Ryan Newman. You know, this is a great opportunity to try to share draft before he flies away from me. Yeah, I love career mode. It's just so much fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's just so much fun. Even on the bad days, it's still fun. It's career mode. Again, top 35. That's what we want, folks. That's what we're digging for. It's top 35. Oh God, please don't hit one of those cars. God, please. Actually, no. Go ahead and hit it. That'd be good because it'd be a caution, but we might be a lap down. So if we're not good on gas, I don't know what we got to do to be good on gas. Trying to see if we can make an ally out of Mayfield. I mean, he won at Bristol, so I mean, he deserves some respect. Guy won at Bristol. Running 23rd, so another pretty good run so far for number 82. Trying to see if we can build an ally here. What's that? Mark Burton up there? Yeah, Mark Burton. That's cool. They must have just pitted. But this is a great opportunity to build a little bit of an ally, share draft. Actually, no, tell you what. Let's just try to draft these guys and get around them before they fly away. Let's see if we can build a little bit of momentum. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Fly around him. There we go. Big run, big run. Oh, he's going to go 3 wide. That's going to allow me to pass both of them to 21st. Thank you, Mayfield. Thank you. He went underneath Ward Burton, which forced Burton to go 3 wide. And that allowed me to get around the 19. So if I can just block the 19, we'll be 21st in terms of finishing position, at least. And if the caution comes out, the race will end. Who is our leader? And of course, it's Michael Waltrip leading in the Aaron's 499. Trying to add another link to his legacy. The DEI car is very fast. His teammate Dale Jr. qualified on pole for this race, and it looks like he's trying to give himself a W in Talladega. So just trying to just nip and tuck at this point, just keep digging. We only have 2 more races with our set sponsors. We're trying to get all the benefits we can from them. We're in 21st here at Talladega Super Speedway. The race is winding down, and this is looking to be a great finish for us. Again, our expectations were 35th. That is where we wanted to be, and sure enough, we're running 21st. I believe this would be our second best finish of the season, actually. It would be better than Daytona. Even though we qualified only dead last, I think the setup we provided was faster. Because I went back and adjusted the ratios a little bit, and I reduced some acceleration in it, and I think that actually helped. Once we're up to full song, it looks like we're a little bit faster. Which, when you run, you know, the thing is about car sets is that even if you're just a 1% faster. If you run 15 or 20 laps, that means you're 1% faster every single lap. That stacks up. That's why you have to fight for just the littlest of margins. That's why these guys practice for 7-8 hours every weekend in the real NASCAR, because they're looking for the slightest little advantage they can get. We left Ward Burton behind. It looks like Michael Waltrip's going to get the $499 here at Talladega, ironically. That's his sponsorship, unless he gets passed. We'll figure out when we get around, but we should keep Mayfield behind us, and we'll come away with a 21st place finish, which would be a huge payday for the 82 team. I think the next race is Richmond, I believe. I said that like 3 races ago, but that's cool. Yeah. Oh, no, it's Martinsville. My bad, it's Martinsville. Oh, God. No, not Martinsville. Oh my lord, Martinsville is the devil of this game, but let's enjoy Talladega while we can. We'll finish 21st with 2003 Aaron's 499 at Talladega Super Speedway, and we'll barely have enough gas to get across the finish line. One more lap, it would have been out. Michael Waltrip and Dale Earnhardt Jr. Imagine that, finished 1 and 2.
There weren't very many lead changes.
To be honest, Joe, I'm a little surprised that we didn't have more leaders.
So, our rivalries have decreased, which is great. That is great. And our bank account is at $1 million now. So we've increased our bank account. That's great. Our sponsor prestige is starting to go up. So we're getting what? $7,000 extra in just prestige. So that's absolutely amazing. Absolutely. Again, Michael Waltrip wins. Let's see. Thank God we didn't finish back there. We actually finished the top half of the field. That is awesome. Started 40th and we finished 21st, which is great. Absolutely a great day. So, we are building a very high amount of money in our bank, which we'll be able to invest back in the team. We're running really good, which is great. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like below. If you want to see more content from Diecast Buffet, please subscribe. We're a smaller growing YouTube channel. We need all the help we can get. Also, go follow me on Instagram at Diecast Buffet. I'll post a lot of cool custom diecasts and stuff like that. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great one. Diecast Buffet, signing off.